Hey, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to you. Pete in the house. I've got the legend himself, the man, the myth, the legend, John Paul from Castledine Group. So, I thought I've been waiting months and months and months to grab 5 minutes of Paul's time this afternoon to give you, educate you and highlight you. We'll scrub that bit out. I'll get that edited. But John Paul, you've been working with us now for a while. So if you can introduce yourself and share the two fans that we've got on today about a little bit about you and why you're using our services.
Yeah, sure. So, hi everyone. I'm John Paul. I own and run an agency up in the northeast of England. We've got 11 branches, a couple of thousand houses under management, and we sell about 750, 800 properties a year. We've been working with Pete now for about 9-10 months. Had a really good experience so far. So it's been good. It's definitely opened my eyes a lot to digital marketing and enjoying it.
Yeah. So I mean, John Paul, you got an established business, a lot on property management side. What was the sort of, I don't know, the moment that you thought you needed to speak to me? Because you've got a successful business yourself. So what made you think, we need to use Google?
Yeah. So the first thing is you can never have too much business. You can never have too many customers. You scale up to satisfy and look after those customers, providing you're profitable. So you can never have too many. And I'd seen you kicking about. I mean, I knew you from a previous life, so I knew you knew what you're on about. I knew, you're good at that side of things. I've just been sort of lurking in the distance, looking at you, looking at a couple of other people, looking how Google Ads worked. And then we made a big concerted effort during lockdown, first lockdown, to just have a look at our sales and marketing and try and take it to the next level. And I know we've just been sharing our marketing report, and you can see how detailed we are. So we take our sales and marketing incredibly serious. And so when it came to the fact that we're doing a lot of Facebook ads, we're doing a lot of direct mail, we're doing a lot of salesy stuff, Google and YouTube was the biggest area that we weren't targeting and we weren't doing anything about. So when it came to the point where we said, right, let's do it, pick and give you a shout, and that's about 10 months ago now.
Yeah, I mean, do you mind me asking, what's been if you felt it's been value to you? Have you been?
You've been rubbish. No, you've been absolutely brilliant. It's been, what I like about working with is you do all the heavy lifting. So you're very techie. You know your stuff. I don't. But it's been great because you explain it, and you can see the results. I mean, I'm not going to go over all the results we get, but it's just obvious that if people are, estate agents in a certain area, or how to value my home or my house for sale or something like that, you're going to appear in these Google ads. And I think the difference between Facebook and other digital media to Google is you've got to go search for something on Google, so you're more motivated. If you do an online valuation tool, because that's all it is, you're driving somebody to an online valuation and getting yourself in front of your potential customers. When you're on other digital marketing, it's more like quite intrusive. They pop up and you go, I might see it, I might not, but it might not be interested in it. But what I like about Google is we might not get as many ads with Google as we do Facebook, but the conversions are better with Google because people have to have searched for homes valuation or value my house or my house for sale or whatever the search term is in a particular area, so they seem more motivated.
Absolutely, it's good. It's all about intent. It's a small but powerful word. You can show your ads to everybody in town, be the newspaper. You don't know whether it's going to be an empty house or an open house or whatever it may be, or it might be a tenant. But the ads, they're clearly you're only showing up and you're not wasting any money. And hopefully the conversations are even better once you get the lead. So it's like. So if there was one lesson, I don't know whether you've got anything that you'd like to share with the community or the two fans that we've got on, in terms of one lesson, if there is anything, John Paul, you'd like to share with me in terms of two. Oh, go on, mate. Go on.
So the first thing is, I mean, me and you have regular, probably every 3 or 4 weeks, we have a chat and you go through stuff. And I think that is absolutely imperative, right? You've got to, I don't have to do it, but I've got to understand it. And I think the best bosses and leaders might not be the best negotiator, the best at accounts, the best at this, the best at that digital marketing, but they understand it. And me and you can now have conversations on a certain level. I can't keep up with you with a lot of the stuff, but on a basic where I need to understand, I understand it. So that's the first thing is, so don't just although, you trust you and, you get on with it, it's just nice to know what's going on. And the second thing is more, you do the marketing side, but no matter how good Google is or Facebook or TikTok or blooming Snapchat, it doesn't make any difference. That's the marketing. So marketing gets the phone to ring, but if you're not up on the sales and it's not that speed to lead and you're trying to contact them and you've got a sales process to convert the Google ad, the Google valuation, it's a waste of time. So it's not just, yes, this is our marketing, it's brilliant, but our sales is rubbish. Get your sales process as good as your marketing process, and they go hand in hand, and you'll get a much better conversion rate and ultimately more sales.
Yeah, and clearly, if you're thinking about, if you're an agent and you're thinking about maybe, getting in front of people, then just reach out to us, really, more than anything else. So, is there anything you would like to add to that, John Paul, in terms of like, what would you say to somebody who's, I don't know, you're down the club or wherever on a weekend, and someone goes, I need some help with my leads.
Do it. You've just got to do it. Speak yourself. But, Google Ads, if you're thinking about it, you need to have a look. You need to have a look at the marketing mix, is the kind of a bit of a phrase in sales and marketing terms. You can't have just certain parts of digital media. You can't have just certain parts of other marketing. You need that full blend. Measure it, tweak it, and improve it, but stay on top of it. But if you're thinking about Google Ads, actually, if you're a competitor of mine, don't do it. It's absolute waste of time. Never works. But if you're anywhere else in the country, do it. You won't regret it.
Cool. Lovely. And I'd like to add, so if you're interested and if you're an agent and you're hungry, and like I said, unfortunately, we could choose other marketing area, i.e. different sectors. If we were to sell, I don't know, e-commerce stuff, it's a lot easier. But, what I also love, obviously, not to drop in, I used to be an agent myself, is the journey is long-winded, isn't it? It's like it can be up to 200 days before someone actually thinks about putting their house on the market. There's conversations that are going around the house, to and fro. And it's like that moment when they actually do jump on their computer and jump on their phones or whatever. And then suddenly, you've got to be there, haven't you? So, yeah, but thanks for your time today, JP, really. But I appreciate I love our little chats. A little bit late in the day for us. We're usually cracking on about 7:30 in the morning or 8 o'clock before the kids get. But Kira's off this week, so a bit late in the morning to do those 7 o'clock starts. But before we go, are you still doing the 5 a.m. starts?
Yes, every morning. I was late this morning. It was about 5:30, 5:45. I got up, but yeah, walk the dog, start my work, cup of coffee, just get on with it, and you get so much done by about 8:30. Yeah,
I wonder if Jerry Lyons, because Jerry Lyons has been in Dubai, hasn't he? I wonder if he's been doing the 5 a.m.
Probably not when he's in Dubai, but when he's back here, I bet he does. He's an early riser, is our Jerry.
Listen, I'll let you go, mate. Well, thanks for that. No worries. And
cheers, mate.
Yeah, if you're an agent and you obviously not in JP's area, then apply. We don't say we're going to sell you, because we don't take on every agent. I think a lot of it's all mindset as well, isn't it, JP? I think you've got to be able to have that ability to go, if it hasn't worked this month, we need to change it, as opposed to just throwing out the baby with the bathwater. And sort of be a bit more adaptable with it. So but no, I'll end this recording right now. Thank you very much. Take care.